Hello, hello, hello. It's Grandma here from Grandma's Crocheting Corner, and I'm just here to say hi. I snuck off. Yeah, I did. I snuck off. Everyone took a nap after having a big dinner, so I figured, you know what? I think I'm going to go to my room and crochet, right? Why should I sit around in the living room while everyone's napping and storing? So I figured, yeah, I'll come in here. So out of there's like 5 people in this house right now, and counting myself, and everyone's napping. Go figure, right? And I'm the one that stays up all night, and I'm wide-eyed. So, but that's all right. I got my son from out of state. He's from Texas. He's here visiting, and he must have stayed up extra late last night because he's sound asleep and snoring away on my couch. So I figure as long as he's snoring, I can be in here talking to y'all and crocheting, right? So I am making a mouse, another mouse. I gave a bunch of these away when my friend Mary came down from Maine with her little hubby. Not that he's very little, but you know. And so I show you my mouse. This is what I'm making. Isn't it just the cutest thing with glasses, little tail, rainbow colors? This yarn is Big Twist from Joann's, both the white and the rainbow color. And I don't know if I bought a bunch when they went on clearance and figured, you know what, I'll make some mice. So I've made probably, I don't know how many of these babies. But when I'm bored and I have nothing to do, and I don't really want a long project to work on because I'll get disrupted or whatever, I'll sit here and do a mouse. Yeah, do a mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as long as I hear snoring, I got my door open, I'm just going to sit here and crochet. I'll join them up when they wake up, right? So this is my favorite pastime, is crocheting and making all things. I've got so many projects now on the hook, and here I go, I make mice in between them all. It's good to have something small that you can make when you've got a bunch of long projects, just so that you have that instant gratification for something that's done. So can't go wrong there, right? Right, that's what I say. So I'm curious how many of y'all are following my carnivore journey. It's been fun. It's been fun. But for now, I enjoy this. I don't know, can you guys all hear that snoring? I got a snorer in that room, and I got a snorer in the other room that way. So I have them coming from both directions. Now I've got to crochet 6 single crochets and then an increase so I can make his little sweet face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see. Of course, I got the mouse on the hook, as you can see. I've got Mama Swift's Luck of the Draw blanket on the hook. Actually, I got 2 of them because I still got the last color to put on Mama Swift's from the last one, number 11. So I still got to finish that. I got to put one more color on it, the last week's color, and I'll be golden with that. Then I can just do the edge. I've already started on 12, and I thought, you know what? I need to put this down and be working on the 11th still and get that off the hook. Jeez. So there's that. And then I have viewer's choice blanket that I have on the hook. And I've been pretty much doing that on my live at night, because I go live every night. So there's that. So between my yarn, my favorite yarn stuff, because I love yarn and I love making projects. And, oh, did I make a boo-boo? I think I made a boo-boo. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I did. I was going to say that's not right. That is not right. Right? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We're back on track. Even Grandma makes a mistake. I get to run in my mouth and then I forget what I'm doing. I guess that's one of the good things about crocheting by yourself. You can remember your counts and what you're doing. You know, I was doing my carnivore live last night, and my brother came in, and my brother I haven't seen in years, and I mean years, and we got to talking a little bit about my mom and her crocheting, and he reminded me that, yeah, you got crocheting in you because of Mom. And that made me smile, because I like being referenced to her. I talk about my mom all the time, crocheting, so to have my little brother say that made my day. That was like my proud moment, right? Wouldn't you be proud if your mom, was a crocheter and you taken after her in crocheting? I'm sure she didn't make little mice, I'm sure she didn't. But she made a lot of beautiful things just the same. She'd make her doilies, and she made my son a sweater once. And he loved it so much he wouldn't take it off or scoop hitches. He just kept it on. Special gift from my grandma. And he wasn't about to remove it. But it was cute. Now I got to do 7 and then an increase. So, but I remember that sweater. And he wore it very proudly. So there's that. And now I'm making my granddaughter a sweater, which I need to be working on, because they start school this week. So I got to stop putting that off and get it back on the hook. Well, it is on the hook, but got to get it done. Yeah. So basically I came in just to show off my mouse. That, and I was bored. But I don't mind spending a little bit of time with y'all. I rather enjoy it. You guys are refreshing. And I really got to say thank you for all those that do comment on my videos. It's really special. Now, we did have our drawing. We had everyone that put their names, that made comments on the videos that had the asterisks on it, and they won a gift. That was Cindy. Cindy, but her real life name is Cindy, but she goes by, I can't remember the name, but it ends with Van. So she won. I probably have her name written down somewhere. Let's see, right here. But she won, so I need to get in touch with Cindy. Namadia Van. Yep, you won the contest, the 500 viewers contest. And now, from this point on, any video that is related to my yarn journey, whether it's the late night lives, because that's both the carnivore and the yarn journey. But for any yarn journey from here till we reach 1,000, if you make a comment, I'm picking 2 winners for that one. So do make a comment after this video if you're watching it. Get your name on the name of wheel so you can get it drawn. The gifts aren't that bad. They're really a fair, it's a fair gift. Each one is probably averaged anywhere between $30+, so you can't go wrong. You will have to email me if you are a winner, and you'll have to pay attention to like a winner, with this. But Cindy does normally come onto, I'm going to give her like about 48 hours from yesterday to respond, but she normally comes in every night. But last night she didn't. But I've been having some odd hours. So Cindy, if you listen to this, you need to get in touch with me. The one that used to live in a van. You need to get in touch with me. You won the 500 subscriber gift. If I don't hear from you tonight through the live, I'm going to have to draw somebody else's name. And I'd rather not. I'd rather that you would win. So there's that. So please get in touch with me. And we're also doing it at 1,000. So once you see the subscribers reach 1,000, we're going to pull 2 names out of the hat. And you both get a crocheter's bag with some goodies and some yarn. And it's real pretty yarn. I mean, it's not bad yarn. So there's that. I mean, it's worth the win. You just got to be willing to email me and give me your address so I can mail it to you. Right? It's fair. I won't share your address with anyone. I won't share your address with anyone, so that's no worries. So, Cindy, get in touch with me. Email me, please. Let's see, what else can I talk about? So, let's see, Mama Swift's, I got 2 of her blankets from the Luck of the Draw. You guys need to check that out. I like playing that. I like that. Every week she pulls a new number out of the hat. Of course, I'm not going to reveal the numbers because they're hush hush. You need to watch her channel to get her number. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And then, let's see, I have another sweater, a cardigan, that I got on the hook, which I stopped working on that a couple of months ago. And I only have the sleeves to make and put on that baby. So I want to get that on the hook, and then I can hang up this gray one because I like the color of the other one more. Do I have anything else on the hook? I got Viewer's Choice. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So there's that. Now I got to change this color. I'm at the end of the row, and I need to change color to my rainbow. Oh, let me reach it. See, it's big twist. Yeah, it's real soft. I like this. I'm pretty sure I probably bought them out when they were going out of business because I have quite a few. But I think it looks great on my mice. And I love making them. They're real easy. Real super duper easy. So there's that. So you just make the face. I'm going to put some eyes on here. So you're making like a cone. You just do your six singles and a magic ring, and then it's 1 single crochet, 1 increase all the way around. The next one is 2 single crochets and an increase all the way around until you get up to 7. Then you change your color and you continue on until you're doing 12 single crochets and an increase. And then it's just single crochets for 6 rows or however long. If you want a long one, if you want to turn it into a whatever, a big rat, or what's that other one I'm trying to think of? They're long and skinny. You can do that too. So it's a real easy pattern. Super easy. But you add your color. I'm adding the color. And adding the color is pretty simple too. What I do is I do it of course, at the end of the row. And I'm sure you guys all know how to change the color. See? And now I'm going to just tie them, the white string and the green one together, and then tuck it inside the mouse. And I still hear the snoring. But I'm not going to keep you long. I just figured I'd come in here and talk about the winner of the 500 subscribers, but we are doing 1,000. So remember, be sure to make a comment on this video and all the other Yannies and lives. And you could be a winner too. I'd like to see that wheel right completely full. Now, for every time you write a comment at the end of one of my Yarny videos, your name goes on the wheel. No, if you do 50 in one video, I'm not putting 50 on there, but for every time you make a comment on any of them, your name could go on it quite a few times. We had some people that went on it 5 times for the 500 because they made one comment on all the Yarny videos. But just make a comment, that's all. The ones on the carnivore videos, so for the carnivore journey, doesn't count. Although they should. But I'm going to do one for the carnivores too. Do up a nice gift for them. Let's see, this one is 8. Got to do 8. Yeah, all these people in this house, and they're all sleeping at 5:30. I must have tucked them out. Fed them a good meal and with all them carbs, and they passed out. And me, I didn't eat that carb stuff. I didn't eat the pasta dish. They all loved the pasta dish, so I went ahead and made it. I made some bacon with some of the meat that I put in the pasta dish, and egg, So it's hamburger, egg, scrambled eggs, and bacon. I chopped up the bacon, and that's what I had for dinner. Yum, yum. 7, and then it's 8. Well, I guess I'm rambling. I just wanted to try to get in touch with Cindy, because after tonight, I'm going to have to pick another winner, and I don't want to. I'd rather she have it. So I'm going to say good night. Well, actually, it's not good night, but I'm going to say good evening to y'all. Please be kind to one another. Love on your pet like I do. Look at this sweet thing. Can you see her? She is such an adorable little thing. I don't know if you can see her, but she's sound asleep. Oh, she popped her eyes open. Everybody's sleeping. What can I say? Everyone's sleeping, and I'm like, let's go. But I got to be quiet. So love on your pet. If you don't have a pet, or if you want to love on a pet but you don't have one, consider rescuing. She's a rescue pet. I've said it a million times, and I have not regretted it. Money, my other dog, is a rescue dog, and don't regret it either. And I'm sure he's very, thankful that he's here. He gets spoiled rotten. He does get spoiled. Oh my goodness, both dogs do. And lastly, just thank you. Thank you all. You're all very kind-hearted. One thing I can say about the crochet and the carnivore communities, you guys are awesome. Really awesome. Yes, there's a bad apple in every basket, but there's very few in our basket of the crocheters in the carnival journey. So thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys deserve a thumbs up. So on that note, I'm going to let you all go, and I'm going to sit here quietly, and I'm going to crochet some more. Bye-bye.